Hey everyone, good evening. My name is Jonathan Nabu.
I'm Sean Linda.
And welcome to the recap video. It's Wednesday, February 20th. It's cold and snowy outside, but we had a full house today. So thank you to everyone who showed up and thank you for viewing right now. We were just talking, you cannot control the weather, but you can control your finances. So this is a very interesting class and I appreciate you for teaching us.
It was. We talked about stretching your payables, knowing that by stretching your payable, it actually gives you additional income or resource that you never knew you had.
Right.
And as long as you can manage that and you're successful in that, it can create opportunities for you. We talked about how zero interest credit cards with balance transfers. We talked about having a credit score to complement that, and looking for those opportunities in which you can stretch your payable so it can free up more cash for you to do other things, to grow yourself and grow your business and so forth.
You know, one thing I love about this class is it kind of breaks a lot of taboo, because we talked about last recap where credit is something that originally is a taboo in most of our households and our communities. But you pushed the button a little today. You talked about sometimes it's benefits in maxing out your credit card. So can you give us an example of when that would be a good idea?
Well, I always say there's good debt and there's bad debt. So if it's a business thing where you can see the future earnings. So I'm not necessarily saying it's a good thing to max out your credit card. What I'm saying is that if you can see a future earning by having to utilize your credit to obtain maybe a product or something that you need to get future return, then yes, it's a good opportunity. And what you could jeopardize your credit score in the short term, but in the long term, hopefully that will outweigh that, and your investment will grow and allow you to do that. But it's a scary road because some people, will think that the opportunity is a great opportunity and it may not result in a great opportunity. And it's really about being truthful to yourself and managing. I always say it, I'll say it time and time again. To manage the downside and the upside is the bonus.
Right.
So you manage the risk and exposure. So sometimes if the risk and exposure is like you just mentioned, to max out your credit card, but the return is not clear, it's not evidentable, then it may not be the best move for you to do.
Precisely. Now, we've gotten to that point where we're talking about credit now, and we're long gone, the point where we threw out cash. Cash is out the door, cash is dead, right? And there are three reasons why cash is dead. Sean, would you mind explaining to us why we should constantly use our credit card or leverage our credit?
Well, cash is dead for the simple reason. If I'm buying something and I decide to pay cash, all I'm getting in return is that product.
Yeah.
So if I buy this jacket and they give you $20 for this great vintage jean jacket, all I'm getting is a jean jacket and you're getting my $20.
Right.
But if I decide to pay this through credit card, I say let me pay through PayPal and tie it into my credit card. Not only do I get the jacket, I get the points that I'm going to get from it, and the reward points that I get from the card, and I also get to earn, it helps establish better my credit. It looks good with maybe PayPal that, hey, this guy did a purchase, he paid it back on time. My credit card issuer, also says, hey, he's making frequent purchases, he's paying back on time. Let's give him a lower rate. Let's increase his allowance, how much we allow him to lend it.
Right.
So credit works in three different ways.
But he said 5 words that are the key 5 words. Pay it back on time. You gotta be disciplined. This is not something this is for just willy-nilly, swipe your card. You gotta make sure you're actually paying that back on time.
Absolutely, that's the game. Paying it on time and don't buy any more than you can chew.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, thanks for joining us in this recap. I'll see you next week.
See you next week, people.
Peace.
Happy finance.